There are so many voices for us to listen to, but the one that really matters, and the only one that really matters, is the voice of God. Vince Lombardi was a famous coach for who, Betty Rock? We all go to the same church.
But I don't remember. Cubs. No,
that's
Dolphins,
baseball.
White Sox.
You're just naming animals
happening
and
right now?
apparel.
I don't know.
Gavin.
Green Bay Packers.
Yes,
Football.
Green Bay Packers.
That's right.
After losing a big game, he walked in the locker room where all of the professional football players sat, and he said to the gentleman, he held up a football and said, "Gentlemen, this is a football." And obviously he was saying, what you have to do is get back to basics. We got to focus on the basics if we want to win again. And it's the same way in our Christian life. As people, we've made faith so much more difficult than God ever intended it to be. Like, we've made it all about the rules and the regulations, and we've forgotten that it's about relationship both with God and with people. And so when Jesus was asked, out of all the 613, how many Jewish laws were there, Rock?
613.
That was a test. There's 608. No, I'm kidding. I blew my own test. I gave it away. 613 laws. What was the most important? Jesus, in essence, holds up the spiritual football and says, focus on the basics. He says, love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and love others as yourself.
And he even asked, there was one guy that came up to him and was like, can you specify who's my neighbor?
Right.
Because I got to love them too. That's the second, But God was like, well, everybody's your neighbor. And so if we're looking for ways to make it more simple, that's not the fact. It's just love everybody.
Well, that's the key. It's like, so what's most important to God? How do you boil that down? It's basically love. He said it in both of those things. Love God and love others. And it's so ingenious because it covers everything. Our love of God should be manifested in how we live and how we treat others. So it covers the people that drive us crazy, the people that hurt us deeply. When we mess up, we want grace. And so if we're truly loving others like we want to love ourselves, we should be extending that same grace that we want. Or how many times do we put ourselves first? If we're loving others like we love ourselves and we're putting ourselves first, that means what, Rock?
That means
put others first. Exactly. Nailed it. Nailed it. So glad we go to the same church. Our pastor would be so disappointed right now. The craziest thing about all of this is if we do it, yes, it's great for others, but this will actually change us as well because you're putting God first in all aspects of your life, and that connects you to Him. And who knew it was all just that simple?